I was from Provo, and there was two from Payson, Mont Wilson and Gary Samuels, and we only LDS boys in our whole company, and we all just hung together and helped each other and got through basic training. We didn't train on Sunday. We did clean a lot on Sunday. We didn't train on Sunday, but they had a thing. We had to go to church. It was mandatory. We had to get our good clothes on, and we marched as a group to church. Two groups went, the Catholics and the Protestants. The three of us Mormon boys had a choice. We could be Catholics for the day, or we could be Protestants for the day. We did have one Jewish boy. He stayed in the back. He didn't go. But I remember when we came back, we found out he cleaned a latrine or did something like that while we were at church. So we decided we were Protestants. When I was in Okinawa, I got over to church. It was at Kadena. The stakes were so spread out. We used to have to travel, So I really did like to do that. I went over to church with one other fellow that was LDS, just lived a little way from me. And we got there and they told us we weren't welcome. That it was a family ward and they didn't want any single soldiers there. The rest of the time that I went to church on Okinawa, I went with a friend of mine. His name was Sunday. He was a mortar platoon sergeant. He and I and a lieutenant that worked with him, and we went to their church, and it was the Methodist church. I probably went there half a dozen times. What was really interesting is the first tour in Vietnam, I never saw another LDS. But then the second tour, I didn't see anybody, and then the chaplain, who got to be a really good friend of mine, ran me down one day and said, "I need you to sign some forms." He said, "They're going to have a retreat, and these two young soldiers want to go." And I said, "Well, why I got to sign it?" He said, "Because you're the ranking LDS soldier in the whole brigade." I said, "You got to be kidding me." He says, "No, you are." There wasn't very many of us. We were in Vietnam the first time, and we were going to Dak To, and it was going to be really a bloody deal. So the chaplain came around and said, "Take your cardboard off your C ration box and make it into a postcard and write your final message to your family." I know it's going to be pretty serious stuff. So everybody did that, and he collected them. After he left, one of the squad leaders came to me, and when I wouldn't have expected, I said, would you pray for us?" And I said, "No, but I will pray with you. We'll pray together." So I thought, they must know something, that they didn't ask Joe or Bill or something. They came and asked me to lead them in prayer. And so I guess I made some kind of example that way. And then I had a captain tell me, "Well, I don't know you very well, but I know you're a good Christian." That meant a lot to me.